ZaxAudio presents The Human Battery, a short story series by Zach McGee. Issue 1. I wake up in an alleyway, not knowing who I am. I feel very sore, as if I had just been in a fight. I realize that I'm wearing something on my face. I take it off to find that it's a modified gas mask. That is, that it only has the bottom half to cover your face. Why in the world would I be wearing this? I think to myself. I search my pockets for some form of identification. No such luck. I do, however, find that I'm carrying a revolver. I examine it closely. No shots have been fired out of it. So that means I didn't use it in the fight. That is, if I really did get into a fight. I try to remember. Remember something. Anything. Several minutes go by, and I still don't remember anything. Okay, what do I do now? I say to myself. I feel sore, like I've been in a fight, and I'm carrying a gun. The only thing I can think of is that I got into a fight, hit my head, passed out, and got amnesia. Okay, but that still doesn't explain the gas mask. I walk down the street with the hope that something will look familiar. As I walk, I see a man forcing a woman into his car. I run up to the man without thinking and land a kick to his gut. I follow up with an elbow strike and a palm heel. "Run!" I say to the woman, and she takes off running. The man backs away and pulls out a gun from under his coat. I quickly disarm him and throw him to the ground. I hold the gun in my hand, ready to fire. I pull the hammer back when he speaks. "Please, don't kill me. I wasn't gonna—" "You weren't? For some reason, I don't believe you." "I'll do anything you ask. Just don't kill me." What am I doing? I think to myself. I look the man in the eye. "Do you know who I am?" I ask. He shakes his head. No. Should I?" "No, it's not a crime. But kidnapping is." I pull the trigger. Blood oozes out onto the sidewalk. I see a car turn onto the street, and I run into a nearby alley. Without thinking, I start to climb up the wall. I realize what I'm doing and fall to the ground. I look at my hands. They're covered with blue sparks and smell like ozone. Memories start coming back into my head. I remember that I fight crime, that I have the ability to produce static electricity, and a name. Alex Black. Now the gas mask makes sense, I say aloud. "Freeze!" a voice shouts from behind me. "Put your hands behind your head and get up very slowly." I do as the voice says. I hear the figure walking closer. I jump and climb up the wall. A few shots are fired, missing me by a few inches. I start running across the rooftops, hoping I can lose him. I look back to see the man on the roof chasing after me. I run to the side of one of the buildings and jump. I used a charged hand to slide down slower. I see a dumpster and quickly jump in, shutting the lid behind me. I take out my gun and have it ready to fire. Several minutes go by without a sound. I wait a little longer, just in case. I lift up the lid and step out of the dumpster, only to be greeted by a figure in a white cloak. Well, well, well. If it isn't the human battery himself. "I'm sorry, but do I know you?" He steps closer. "You're funny, Jason," he says. I'm laughing so hard right now. "I take it we do know each other." "Okay, well, the thing is that I can't remember much of anything right now. I hit my head really hard and..." "Really? You think I'm going to believe that you have amnesia?" "Yes." "You're pathetic. Trying to make things better by making me think you lost your memory? I never thought you'd stoop that low. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Could you please just tell me who you are?" "You know what? I'm not doing this. I'm going home. Lock the door when you get back." "What?" I think to myself. He walks away and I run to catch up. "Wait, we live together?" I ask. "Oh, still trying to pull off that trick, huh? Okay, fine. I'll play along." He takes off his cloak and rolls it into a ball. "You and I are brothers. unfortunately. Brothers? Okay, so can you do the shocky thing too? Nope, I just walk through walls. What? Why is it when you say something like that, people become deaf? I said I can walk. Yeah, I heard you. Then why did you say what? Well, I mean, it's just that you can really walk through walls, huh? He says nothing. So, by the way, what's your name? Eric. Okay, so what's our last name? Wolf. How old am I? 18. Are you going to keep giving me one-word answers? Yep. We continue walking for another 10 minutes. Then we arrive at the apartment building. Looks a bit run down, I say. Eric smacks me on the back of the head. Shut up. It's the best we could afford. We walk into the building and head up the stairs. Eric unlocks the door and we enter. He flips the light on and we see a man sitting at the table. Good evening, boys, the man says. Eric makes a fist. What are you doing here? Just paying a visit. I lean over toward Eric. Who is that? He turns his head and looks at me. Okay. Now I believe you have amnesia. Why? Because if you didn't, you would have tried to kill this man already. Who is he? This is Alex Black. He's the man who killed our parents.